Making 49,000 naira in the span of 6 months as profit on pigs. Does it really worth it? Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have been asking me to share with them what I use on my farm, which is what I'm going to be sharing with you, the cost of fattening pigs here in Nigeria. Please, you observe that I'm saying here in Nigeria, the cost of things are quite different per location. So you can only utilize some of the figures in this video, especially if you are not within Nigeria. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please endeavor to subscribe to my channel. Without much ado, I'm going to be sharing with you the breakdown from when you wind your piglet up to when they are 6 months old. This video I am making is analytical in nature. At the same time, I'm only sharing what I have used personally. I am not sitting at the comfort of my room to formulate things for you. I'm sharing what is applicable on my farm. If you want to enjoy fattening business, it's always advisable your animals give birth to those animals. I hope you understand. If you are to be buying piglets, then your profitability is going to reduce. But by the time your animals give birth to them and you fatten them, then you are not going to be paying anybody for the piglets. So this analysis is based on the fact that I am not buying piglets. I'm only fattening the piglets my sow gave to me, especially the male piglets. Those are the ones most of the time you will find it difficult to sell. People rather buy more of female piglets. So let's now assume I weaned my piglet at 6 weeks old. That's day 42 at average body weight of 10 kg. I want you to note this, write it somewhere. So on day 42, your piglets are weighing 10 kg. So for day 43 up to day 47, I used to feed them 0.5 kg of feed. And the cost of a kg of winter feed, because as at then they'll be feasting on winter feed, a kg of winter feed is 520. So 520, and you are going to be using it for 5 days, and the quantity is 0.5 kg. So which means for that 5 days, on each animal you're going to be spending 1,300 naira. You can as well do the mathematics. Now on day 48 up to day 46 up to day 56, your animal, by then their mouth would have opened up, their appetites would have increased, so they will also be eating more. So by then I used to give them 0.75 kg of feed, and it's the same winter feed. And so from day 48 up to day 56, that's 9 days interval. So I'll just say 0.75 multiplied by 520 multiplied by 9. I think I should be having like 3,510 naira. Okay, so by day 57 up to day 84, that's a 28 days interval, I will increase their feed when they are 57 days old, right from birth. I hope you understand. Now By then I used to give them 1.25 kg of feed daily. All the quantities I'm giving you, they are daily feed consumption per animal. So for the 57 up to the 84, each of the animal will be consuming 1.25 kg daily, and the cost of the feed is 520 naira per kg. And I told you the duration is for 28 days. So if you multiply everything together, I should be having 18,200. So by then they are 12 weeks old. And averagely at that 12 weeks old, my animals must have attained 25 kg body weight, which in turn means I'm having 2 kg weekly body gain from when I wean them up to week 12. That's 6 weeks interval. I hope you understand. Now, from day 85 up to day 112, I used to feed them with more quantity of feed. By then, I've increased it to 1.75 kg per head, and the interval is as well 28 days. So by then I'll be giving them grower feed. The cost of grower feed is lesser than the cost of weaner feed. Likewise, the cost of grower feed is lesser and is higher than the cost of finisher feed. So as they grow, the cost or per kg of their feed reduces. I hope you understand that analogy. So for day 85 up to day 112, a kg of grower feed is 424 naira, and I told you it's for 28 days. As well, I told you I always give them 1.75 kg of feed daily. So for that 28 days, I spent 20,776. 20,776. Now, that's 4 weeks. So at the end of that day 112, by then they are 16 weeks old. They must have attained nothing less than 45 kg body weight, which eventually means I'm having like a 5 kg weekly body weight gain. I hope you understand. Now, for day 113 up to day 140, that's another 28 days interval. I will also be giving them the grower feed, because by then they have attained something that can consume grower feed. Any animal within the range of 45 and 50 kg can still consume finisher feed. So I used to give them finisher feed rather, and the cost per kg of finisher feed is 358 naira. And by then I also compensate for what they eat, because the protein level of a finisher feed is not the same as grower level. So I always give them 2.5 kg, and by this time they need more of energy giving food. So that is part of the reason why this cost of feed has dropped. Energy giving feed is not always expensive as protein giving feed. I hope you understand. So 2.5 kg daily multiplied by 28 multiplied by 358. So for that 28 days on animal, I'll be spending 25,060 naira. So which makes us come to the end of week 20. And during those weeks, since I've already increased their feed consumption per animal, I'm expected to have average of 7 kg body weight. per week. So which means in a week I'm getting 28 kg. So if you add it up, by then my animal will be getting to around 73 kg body weight at the end of week 20. That's 5 weeks, is that? Yeah, 5 months rather. So for day 141 up to day 168, when they'll be 6 months old exactly, I used to increase their feed up to 3 kg per animal. So I'm still using finisher feed, and the cost, as I shared with you earlier, is 358. The interval is also 28 days. So 3 multiplied by 358 multiplied by 28 gives 30,072 naira. And at the end of each week, since I've already increased their feed per day, I'm expected to have average of 7.5 kg weekly gain from each animal, of which most times some of my animals give me more than that, but averagely 7.5 kg weekly. So if you add up all these things, it comes to 103 kg at the end of 6 months. Now, the cost of feeding, let's add it together. I share with you for day 43 up to day 47, 1,300 naira. For day 48 up to day 56, 3,510. For day 57 up to day 84, 18,200 naira. Add everything up, please. Day 85 up to day 112, 20,776. Day 113 up to day 140, 25,060 naira. Day 141 up to day 168, 30,072. So if you had everything together without making any error, you will come up with 98,918 naira. And at the time of recording this video, the minimum amount we sell our animal per kg is 1,700, whereas some part of the country they are selling 12,000, 25. But let me go for the minimum, which is 1,700 naira. And I told you at the end of 6 months, our animal has attained 103 kg body weight. So multiply it. 103 multiplied by 1,700 naira, which is the price we are selling now, you will have 175,100 naira on your animal. You know, that's actually not your profit, because we still add some medication to do. Let's assume we also rented our space. Let's assume you are not even the owner. Let's assume you even employed somebody. So I'm going to be breaking it down. On medication per animal, let's assume we spend 1,500 naira on one animal monthly. So for the duration of 6 months, on one animal we spent 9,000 naira. That's 1,000 times 6. Now, on staffing, let's assume you are paying 2,000 naira per animal to whoever is cleaning their pen and feeding them. So 2,000 multiplied by 6, which means you are spending 12,000 naira on one animal for the period of 6 months. Now for miscellaneous, let's assume something come up, and whatever is coming up is monthly. Let's even assume, which God forbid bad thing, it's not supposed to happen, but let's just assume it happened that way. Let's book 1,000 naira per animal for the period of 6 months. That's 6,000 naira. So if you had everything up together, it's going to be 9,000 plus 12,000 plus 6,000. That's 27,000 naira. I hope you are following me. Now, so the total expenses is 98,918 plus 27,000 naira. So everything is now equals to 125,000 naira 918. I hope you understand. Now, don't forget I told you our animal was weighing 103 kg and we sold at 1,700 naira per kg, which gives us 175,100. So if you subtract your total expenditures from the income, we'll be left with 49,182 naira. Now let's not assume we rented our space. You cannot on each animal be spending more than 500 naira. You cannot spend more than 500 naira on each animal. So that's 5 multiplied by 6, that's 30,000 naira. So take away 30,000 naira from this 49,000, you are still left with 46,000 naira. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've come up with, and this is what I do for fattening my animals. I don't always fatten my animal. I only fatten them if I'm unable to sell them as winners, which shows you pig farming is still a win-win. It's either you sell it off when they are tender age or you sell off for slaughter. So ladies and gentlemen, I've come to the conclusion that pig farming business is profitable if you do the right thing, if you have the good breeds, if you have the good feeds. The feed in question that I use for my calculation is a ready-made feed, well compounded by my friend, and I've been using it since last year. I think it's more than 6 months now, and I've never regretted ever migrating to using that feed. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to try that feed as well, you can as well try with just 100 kg. Try it. You know, I'm not fond of telling you to come and buy things or recommending things to you. Rather, I will tell you to go and do your own research. I will give you the information, but you can always do your own research. I hope you know. So this video is very long, but I know you will derive value watching it. So ladies and gentlemen, to your success and to our progress, I remain your humble host. Samuel is my name. Subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.